Support for Greater Chattanooga is provided by EPB Fiber Optics and Blood Assurance.
We're reinventing the original shopping malls of the 1800s in this outdoor setting that's full of chaos and culture and diversity, and it's nothing quite like it.
And some of those original markets are perhaps in Kansas City or Seattle, and so we've modeled ourselves after those, holding true to the producer-only style. We have everything from growers, so farmers, to people who make artisan foods, whether that be jams or jellies, people who bake bread, people who might make desserts or confectionery items, but the key is you have to be making it yourself.
I come to the market every week just because I love the people, the atmosphere. Chattanooga is a city that values local and local craft, and I really appreciate and value that as well. And the market is kind of the epitome of that. It's where it all comes together every week.
When I first started going to the Sunday market here in Chattanooga, I felt like we were so lucky to find something like that, you know, especially my first week being here. I made a lot of connections, got to meet a lot of farmers and stuff like that. We kind of have a point of view that we can show to the guests, because sometimes we've got farmers that are really good marketers and then some that maybe are not quite as great at marketing, but chefs are really good at highlighting their food, so we can make it here and then tell them where we got it from and then where they can buy it.
Sustainability of our farms and of our artists and of the market itself is part of our core mission. We want the market to be perpetual for the next 100 years, and we want our farms to be survivable for the next 100 years. From a pure financial perspective, some of our smaller to mid-sized farms say that 40 to 60% of their income is derived from retail sales at the Chattanooga market. So that's kind of humbling, and that makes us feel good that we're doing something really positive. The educational message and the awareness of local produce and the fact that we want our food sources to be within our community, not necessarily imported from overseas, that's probably the biggest impact we have on our larger farms. And the value that the revenues they make at the market through direct sales is really important. They build those relationships with the customers, and retail stores and grocery stores pick up their products. So there's some ripple effects that occur over time.
Different small businesses, they can use our 8,000 to 10,000 people as a test kitchen, if you will. See if their idea is as wonderful as they think it is, see if their food tastes as good as they hope it to taste, and so we serve as a small business incubator of sorts.
I usually like to set up by 6 or 6:30, provide coffee for vendors. Fully set up for the public around 8:30, and our goal is always 10:30, market opens at 11, but we always like to be the first ones there and be ready. I've worked some other markets here and there, and the amount of great customer experience that you have can't be rivaled anywhere else but the Chattanooga market.
The exposure that we get from the market really kind of launched the brand, got us off the ground, really. So for us, it's been a huge factor. This has been a 2.5, 3-year dream to get like the cafe open and having like the open concept where we're just like this morning where we're roasting and customers are coming in and getting product and talking to us.
We are truly the social melting pot of Chattanooga. I think, years ago you would go to clubs and bars and things of that nature, but as our community and our society has matured, those have gone out of fashion a little bit. So the most socially acceptable place and family friendly is the markets. And this is a national trend. It's not just in Chattanooga, although we've been on the early side of things, but in farmers markets across LA and San Francisco and other areas, families go out and meet their neighbors and interact with their townsfolk.
all of our work is really about putting money back into the community, back into those entrepreneurs for starting, so that they'll have that money. We provide a very low cost entry into the market. And so when you are seeing all of the success that goes on every week, that's actually success that's being put right in the pockets of those vendors or those farmers or those bands or the people who are contributing. That's their livelihood.
In Chattanooga, we have some of the best there is to offer. So buying local isn't just about kind of throwing somebody local a bone. We do have some of the best artists. We have some of the best food. We have some of the best vendors. People really committed to the craft, who've learned it well. And so buying local is specifically important in Chattanooga because we do make products in this town that are exceptional.
If you're a fan of Greater Chattanooga, support it. Becoming a sustaining member of WTCI is easy and affordable, and it makes a big difference. Visit greaterchattanooga.org/donate. Thanks.